Welcome to the 17th session of visual programming. In this session today, let's have a recap on, in the previous sessions, we had discussed about the variables, the basics of variables in VB, different types of data types we discussed, scope and lifetime of a variable we discussed. Hope you remember all these concepts well. And also we discussed about the different types of operators used in Visual Basics in session 16. Okay, so I just want all of you to learn all these concepts well before proceeding to the next concepts. So today's objective is, in today's session, we will be learning about Visual Basic, different types of controls of VB, form object and its properties, code modules, private procedures and public procedures. So at the end of the session, the students will know how to create a form object and also how to set the properties for a form, how to create the code modules. That means for every form there will be a code module, how to add the code to the modules. The students will learn how to create the code modules, how public and private procedures work. So at the end of the sessions, the students will learn all these concepts. So now let us see what an object is in VB. An object, formally an object in VB can be defined as, it is a user interface element. Okay, you create on a VB form by using a toolbox control. So every control is treated as an object in VB. So in Visual Basic, you can treat a form itself as an object. So you can say that form itself as an object. Every Visual Basic control consists of three important elements. So any object, any Visual Basic control has three important elements. They are properties. Properties is one such element which describes what an object is. And the second element is methods, which cause an object to do something. Okay, so it will tell an object what an object performs, what an object is doing. So the methods will describe what an object does. And the third property is events are events which are, it will tell what happens when an object does something. Okay, so let us discuss about all these more in detail in the coming slides. So now let's see what are the properties, how these properties control the objects in the VB. All the Visual Basic objects can be moved, resized or customized by setting their properties. That means you can change the look and feel of any control in VB. Okay, so that is by resizing it, changing its color. Like you can customize it to the requirement of whatever the user wants. A property is a value or a characteristic held by a Visual Basic object, such as caption or the foreground color. Properties can be set at design time. That means when you're designing a form, when you're designing it, you can set the property of any control by using the properties window. And not only during the design time, you can also change the properties of a control during the execution time, that is during the runtime also. Okay, so you have a small line of code here, that is object.property. You can write the code as object.property is equal to value. Okay, so now let's see what an object here is. Object is the name of the object, property is the characteristic which you want to change, and value is the new property setting that you want to give. So for example, here for the form1.caption, so here form1 is an object and caption is the property equal to hello you are saying. That means you are giving the caption for the object form1 as hello. Now let's see what control methods are. Let's see what a method is. A method is a procedure created as a member of a class and which causes an object to do something. So if a method is a procedure, it will tell an object what it should do. Methods are used to access or manipulate the characteristics of an object are a variable. Methods are blocks of code designed into controls that tell the control how to do such thing, such as moving to another location on a form. Some common methods are focus. It gives focus to the object specified in the method call. Next one is move. It changes an object's position in response to a code request. Drag. It handles the execution of a drag and drop operation by the user. Now let's see what the events are. Every control can be, every control will have an event. Any event is a signal that informs an application that something important has occurred. For example, when a user clicks a control on a form, the form can raise a click event and call a procedure that handles the event. There are various types of events associated with the form. For example, like click, double click, close, load, resize. Let's see what a form object is. Forms are the basic object of all the VB applications. Forms allow the Visual Basic developer to create windows and layout controls such as buttons, labels, etc. So on a form you can place the command buttons, text boxes, labels, combo boxes. Any control can be placed on a form in which they provide, it acts as any form can act as an interface between the user and the VB application. Let's see how to create a project in a Visual Studio. The steps are: begin by you just start the Visual Studio from the startup menu. When the main Visual Studio window appears, click on the file menu and select the new project. Visual Studio will display the new project dialog. The name of the dialog comes as new project. The new project dialog provides a number of options with regard to the type of project being created. So in this example, we are going to build a Windows application. Select the Windows application icon from the new project dialog and give our new project name. Click on the OK button to create the object. Once the project is created, Visual Studio will display the new project, which at this point consists of a single form ready for us to start adding visual components. So this is how a project in a Visual Studio can be created. So I expect all the students to try out this. Just install Visual Studio and try creating an object by following the steps which we discussed now. So this is the screenshot of creating a new project. So now let us learn how to change the form properties. The first property which we are going to change is by changing the form name. All objects in a Visual Basic application need a name, okay, so that they can be referenced in the code. When a new object is added to an application in Visual Studio, it is assigned a default name. So whenever you create a new object, the Visual Basic application gives a default name to it. Afterwards, you can change it to whatever the name the user wants to. For example, when you create a new form application in VB, the VB names it as form 1, the second form will be named as form 2, third will be named as form 3 and so on. To change the name of a form to something else, if you want to give a more meaningful name to it, simply click on any area in the form and change the name in the properties panel. Okay, so let's see the steps to change the form title here. Okay, each form represents an application window. The text displayed in the title bar for each window should be changed to display something meaningful. So this should either be the name of the application or a description of the form's function. The value of the text to be displayed in the window title is defined by the form's text property. To change the title of the form, select the text value in the properties panel and change it to a new value. So this is what you are seeing in the screen here. So to change the form title, go to the properties window. In the text thing, just you are changing it to my form example. This is the new title which you are giving it to the form. Okay, so you can try out this. Changing the color of the background color of the form. To change the background color, select the form in Visual Studio and locate the back color property in the properties panel. There are a number of ways to specify a color. You can mention the color by name. You can just type in the name of the color in the back color value field. For example, green, yellow, blue or anything. Or you can change the color by RGB value, or you can mention the numeric values here. That is the second way. Color from existing palette. Clicking on from the palette you can choose the background color of the form. Once you have selected a new color for the background color of your form, it will reflect in the form. In addition to changing the background color of the form, it is also possible to specify a background image. Okay, so this is specified using the form's background image property in the properties panel. So background image color can also be changed in the background image property in the properties panel. When the background image property is selected in the property panel, a button containing the label appears. Click on this button to display the select resource window. Okay, so these are the steps that you need to follow. Click on the local resource option button and click on import to browse for an image. Once selected, the image will be applied to the form background and any controls added will appear on top of the image. Okay, so this is what the example you are seeing here. There is a button which is added to the form and the form color is changed to blue. Okay. You can set the minimum and the maximum form sizes. The minimum and these limitations are controlled through the minimum size and maximum size properties in the properties window box. Whatever the size you want, you can make it. Either you can fix it to a minimum size or maximum size for the form. So now let us see what are Visual Basic Code modules. The code that we write in VB, whatever we write in VB, they are stored in the place called modules. Wherever the code of VB is stored, they are called as modules. A module is basically a collection of some procedures and definitions. A complete Visual Basic application is typically contained in a single project. Within the project, code is placed in separate code files called modules, and within each module, the Visual Basic code is further separated into self-contained and reusable procedures. There are three kinds of modules in VB: form module, standard module, and class module. Let's see what form modules are. A form modules will have a file extension as .frm, and they are the foundation for most of the VB applications. They can contain procedures that handle events, form level declaration of variables, constants, types, and external procedures. The code that we write in a form module is specific to the particular application to which the form belongs to. Form modules are the foundation for most of the Visual Basic applications. Inside a form module, we can have all this. We can define all this. They are event procedures, general procedures, form level declaration of variables, constants, and types. So let's see what event procedures are. So as you can see in this box on the screen, you can see the drop-down list from the form code view. So these are the different events that is specific to the forms. You can, for example, last focus, got focus, mouse down, mouse up. All these are the different events associated with the forms. General procedures are the sub-procedures and the functions. It does not need to follow any predefined names. So there is no need to mention any predefined names as event procedures. We can create your own general procedures with more meaningful names. General declaration is located at the top of the form code. This is the place where you put the declaration of your variables, constants and types. So you're just selecting the general here. So this is the general procedure that you are creating. Let's see what standard modules are. Standard modules will have an extension as .bas. The file will have the extension as .bas. They are containers for procedures and declarations commonly accessed by other modules within the application. They can contain global or module level declarations of variables, constants, types, external procedures and global procedures. The code that we write in a standard module is not necessarily tied to a particular application. A standard module can be reused in many other different applications. A standard code module is a VB file with the extension .bas which is added to the project. Standard code module does not contain a form, it contains only the code. So to create a new standard code module, it can be done by selecting the add module command on the project menu. Select module on the new tab of the add module dialog box and click the open. A new code window titled module 1 appears on the screen. Module is added to the project explorer. So these are the simple steps to add a module. Standard code module has a general declaration section and procedure just like the form module. So as you can see here, this is how you can add a standard module. So you are seeing on the screen. So you can just try in the Visual Studio, open the Visual Studio application and try to create all these yourself. Only by doing this practically you can learn this, creating the forms, creating the modules and all. So now let's see what the class modules say. Class modules will have an extension as .cls. Okay, they are the foundation of object-oriented programming in VB. We can write code in class modules to create the new objects. These new objects can include your own customized properties and methods. Okay. So now let us see. I think the public and the private keywords all of you may be familiar with, because in C++ you all must have learned about the object-oriented properties. Under that, these are the access specifiers. Public and the private are the access specifiers which you have learned in C++. Now let's see what they are in VB. When we build a complex VB application, the easiest way to handle is to decompose a big program into smaller ones. These components are called as the procedures. So any procedure can be a private procedure or it can be a public procedure. So it will be prefixed with either public or private. Okay. Sub-procedures, there are several types of procedures in VB. Sub-procedures do not return a value, but the function procedures return a value. Okay. So any procedures, as I said, will be attached with the word either public or private. Procedures are by default in VB, they are public in nature, which means they can be called from anywhere in the application. Private attribute says it is accessible only to other procedures within the module where it is declared, but it cannot be accessed outside the procedure modules. So these are the questions. You can just read the questions and try to answer it yourselves. The first question says, dash is a block of code that is executed in response to an event. The four options given are function procedure, sub-procedure, property procedure, or all of the above. So you yourself choose the answer, students. Question 2 says, dash is a collection of files. Class, group, project, form. The third question is, dash is one of the main building blocks in a VB application. The four options given are form, event, procedure, and method. The fourth question says, in dash scope, variables are available only to the module in which they are declared. The four options given are private, public, static and module. The fifth question is, dash is the extension of the standard module. Just now you all saw. Okay, so choose the correct one. Thank you.